Hey y'all. I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks, and I'm really sorry about that. I've been really sick with this stupid cold that will not go away, or maybe it's new ones every time. I know a couple videos ago I said in jest that like I'm gonna be sick until the beginning of July, but like now it's like actually becoming a reality, and I'm struggling a little bit with that. It's also daylight saving season, which is the time of year where I am historically the most not human version of myself because it's so dark all the time that I find it very hard to like do anything. And it's holiday commission season, so we're like triple whammying up in this joint right now for me mental. But I'm good. I'm making it through. We are approaching the darkest day of the year, and soon it will not be as dark. This weekend I'm going to visit my in-laws for our Christmas celebration. It's like the 12th or something right now, but alas, sometimes, schedules just don't schedule. So we are doing that now. It's gonna be kind of nice to do one now instead of all of them jam-packed into like a week. And I'm starting on a project. This is why I started filming. I was like, what am I talking about? I'm starting on a project right now. It doesn't look like much, but I'm working on making a joint exhibition with my friend Erin Rainey. I'll link her stuff below, but we're working on a joint exhibition, and one of the pieces that I want for that is a knit sweater, so I started on it. We got the shoulder. Really not much to show for it yet, but that's what I'm going to be working on for the next little while. I finished all my gift knits. This has been getting me through life. This is just, oh, sorry, I'm a left-handed girl, so I always hold my mugs in my right hand, but I got my cute little fox mug, and I have an eggnog latte in here, which if you've never had an eggnog latte, I really recommend it. It gets me through December every year. Really and truly, they're the best. Yeah, apart from that, I don't really know what else I'm gonna get up to, but I really wanted to hang out with you again. I wanted to make another video. Yeah, anyway. See you later. Hey y'all. I have the biggest migraine ever, and I had it like the whole weekend we were away, which sucked. But it was good to see my in-laws and get our Christmas stuff done, hang out and pet the cats. I got a lot of footage of the cats. But now today, things are a little different than planned. Last night also my roommate and partner and I cleaned the shit out of our house. My house feels so nice right now. Look at that. I don't think you've ever seen this angle because I've been embarrassed to show this angle. But yeah, it's like that everywhere, which is fantastic. Today I need to do some things that I was not anticipating having a deadline for until Friday, but things are happening with my best friend and our plans got bumped to today. They got bumped forward. So I have to finish something that she ordered from my art shop this morning. I have to like finish cutting it. I'm finished painting, but I have to finish the like final details. That's what we're up to today. Okay, so we're back. I added a couple more details to this painting this morning. I thought I was done with it, but I really wanted this highlight on this tree and over here and there to like stand out a bit more, to really fight, like to bring out the red. I wouldn't say fight because it's like a chartreusey green, which really complements these little red details. But now she's actually done all the way. This is the palette I used. It's a makeshift Stay Wet palette, if you care. I wet a paper towel. I think I'll just flip her a little, not all the way because there's still wet paint, but yeah, there's a paper towel on the bottom there, and then a layer of parchment paper that I wet, and then the paint. There was still paint wet in this from last week, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to add these details, and I really like to keep the same colors in my palette. So this is the whole palette for this piece. Some of the colors I like mixed deeper into each other, like this is the same blue color that I initially used for the sky, and then I added some more things to it to get these deeper green shadows, which is the color it is right now. But yeah, this is fantastic if you use gouache or watercolor or whatever, and I bring it in a tub. I have it in a Tupperware because I was going to and from work, but also the Tupperware lid lets you let some of the water out, because if you keep it fully sealed, you'll just end up with like globs of paint that are just like wet droplets because it's too hydrated in there. But if you leave it kind of ajar, like so, when you're not using it, yeah, do recommend a little makeshift Stay Wet palette, because the Stay Wet palettes themselves are really, really expensive. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna cut her down now that I'm happy with it in like an hour or so, because otherwise, you know, I might smudge it and that would really suck. So I'm gonna wait. But this one's ready to be cut fully down. I'm gonna cut like an 1/8 of an inch allowance. I almost said seam allowance. I'm not sewing, but an 1/8 of an inch border around the edge. I think the back, and I need to sign the back and information there, and print the certificates of authenticity. So that's on the docket for this morning. You can come along. Yeah, so that's what we're up to this morning. You can come along with me. I think I'm gonna switch to my nicer camera and just do some like voiceover stuff if I happen to have something to say over this a little bit. We've switched out. I have 2 of these. I have 2 of the migraine ice packs, compression pack, whatever. I have 2 of these. So I swapped her out for a new one. We're feeling really good. I have about an hour and a half before I have to go to work. Whew. So, let's fucking get it, as they say. To no one's surprise, I do have something to say at this point. So this is the finishing touches stage of my paintings. I noticed that a lot of people don't show this part, so I figured I would. To start off my finishing touches, I draw 2 dots at my desired border allowance around each side. So each side gets 2 spots that are spaced across the side. This one is an 1/8 of an inch, but depending on the size of the piece or what the person wants, I adjust it. I do 2 dots measured against the edge of where the tape was against the paint, and then draw a line straight through to connect them. I find this works the best for getting a squared off, even line all the way around, for me personally anyway, and maybe you have a different strategy. I do this because I don't have paper that is the exact size that they wanted, and I find that it's a little easier to add the border in after I'm done, I guess, painting. I find it a little stressful to tape perfectly, so this kind of allows me to tape not imperfectly per se, but not 100% perfectly. And then I just simply follow the pencil lines with my paper guillotine. One thing about it is sometimes it's a little bendy, like that part was giving me a bit of a problem, but anyway, we carry on. And then if there's any pencil left on the drawing after the guillotine, I make sure to erase it. So that's the whole post process for me on the front side, and on the back side I put all of the information about the painting. I'm so happy with how these turned out. They're a really beautiful duo. They are meant to go together. They're of the same property, It's of a farm. So this is the farmhouse, and this one is the barn. I think they turned out so good. I think I did a pretty good job color matching the elements like the trees and the grass. I didn't paint them on the same day. And I really, like, reflecting on it, I wish I did tandem paint them, so that's something to put in the noggin for next time. Like the big elements like the sky are slightly different colors, but also they're facing different directions, so it's probably fine. But the grass is a near perfect match, which is good because it's the same ground. And the overall color vibes of the two are very similar. So I'm gonna pack them up now. Actually, no. This one theoretically is still a little wet. It like probably is dry enough, but I'm gonna wait until after work to pack them up. But now they're all ready. I got all of the information on the back, and I will be printing the certificates of authenticity that I made. I can share that if you're interested. It doesn't look really bright because you were staring at the table, so I apologize. But I feel like there's this weird belief that a certificate of authenticity needs to look like it's like this old document, but if the art was made in 2025, the certificate can be made looking like it was made in 2025. So I'll link some information below if you are another artist who's selling originals and you're interested in what I based my template off of. But I use like Times New Roman, I think, because that's my preferred font. But I think the template like example that I followed was using like Calibri or Helvetica. Like it doesn't have to be ancient. And then yeah, I'll just show you one sec. These are what my certificates of authenticity look like. It's just Times New Roman, and then they're signed down here. They're signed down here. I'm trying to cover my like location a little. And then on the back I have my ownership history, which I need to fill out. So it'll say like over here the date that I give it to. Why am I talking? It'll say the date that I give it to the person who is purchasing it, and then ideally they track throughout when they've traded it, just in case. I'm not suggesting that I'm gonna be Van Gogh or something, but this is like kind of a really important part of selling originals. I provide these with each of my originals. I don't provide them with my prints. If I was printing like limited G-clay prints, I might, but my prints are not that. Like I know that like gallery artists do, but people who are doing a little biz out of their house, I don't find it necessary. So yeah, these are gonna go with the paintings when they are packaged to like show that those are with them. Some people also, this is important, some people don't put the picture of the piece on the certificate of authenticity, but I personally feel like a picture, even if it's a shoddy one, I printed it on my bad printer, even if it's a shoddy one, in the event that for whatever reason there's like a dispute over if somebody's trying to sell the piece or whatever way down the line, that is for sure the certificate that goes with that piece. Historically, before, you know, the camera and everything, it was very hard for people to tell if, hold on, I'm just gonna sit. Anyway, it was very hard for people to tell, just because they were like a piece of paper, if the certificate actually went with the piece. And that led to like it was easier to like make fraudulent art or whatever. Not that I'm suggesting anybody would rip off my art. I really don't think that would be the case. And like I said, I'm not like famous like Van Gogh, so I doubt there will be disputes, but I'm covering my bum just in case. Some people do like to have a certificate of authenticity, and other people are like, whatever, I'm never gonna use this, it's gonna stay in my family. So I'm providing it in case they want it, and if they don't want it and they throw it out, that's fine. I guess is what I'm saying. It's really early the next morning. I think it's like 7:40, 7:30. I have to go put my winter tires on. We left it really late this year. It's December 16th now, and it's been snowy for like almost a month at this point. Alas, so that's what I'm up to today. I'm going to work really early to do some things that I want to get out of the way. Once again, for those who don't know, I am a school teacher. So I'm going to be taking the car in very soon, packing my breakfast, packing my lunch, packing maybe 2 or 3 coffees. I haven't decided how many I'm going to need. And then I'm hitting the road and spending some time cleaning my classroom before the winter break and probably working on some report cards because that is sneaking up on me. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit more of the behind the scenes process of how I do my last little touches on my paintings when I sell them, and then the idea of my certificate of authenticity. I think they're both really important things to see, and I don't see a lot of people showing their finishing touches. Like, I kind of had to come up with my own system for paper pieces, especially like canvas pieces, like these bad boys behind me. You just finish painting them, maybe you seal them, and it's good. But a paper piece often does require some like edge measuring, or maybe you don't have a border at all, so you're cutting like right along your tape lines. Yeah, anyway, it was good to hang out with you for a little bit. Thanks so much for coming by. I will see you probably after the holidays, so I apologize for the bit of the wait there, but my family is always so involved in Christmas things, and I'm still sick. so I'm just trying to like do my job properly that I'm being paid for, get Christmas organized on my end, and like be a person functioning. So I will see you in January. Have a fantastic holiday season, whatever you celebrate. I hope you get to have a lot of delicious food with the people you love. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye, bestie. Oh, and stay crafty.